Bengals and Falcons, a game that, in my opinion, got overshadowed by some of the other games this weekend and should be considered a top 5 game from this weekend, especially if you like offense. 37-36, Bengals over the Falcons. Of course, for a while it seemed like the Falcons were starting to pull away, but every time they started to kind of pull away, the Bengals fought their way right back in. No Joe Mixon, no Billy Price, their first-round pick at center, and they lose Tyler Eifert halfway through the game. You wouldn't think they'd put up 37 points, missing that many key players. But not only did they do that, they also went down the field and won the game with 9 seconds left. Not to mention they converted 2 fourth downs on that drive, both of which were pretty difficult lengths too. I don't know about you guys, but I have to say, I thought that was really impressive of them. They were on the road, going blow for blow with Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and the Atlanta offense, and they proved that they deserve some respect as a legitimate threat in the AFC. Their defense could sure use some work after giving up 36 points, but then again, this is in Atlanta against Atlanta. Overall, this was a great offensive effort by the Bengals, especially since they were shorthanded, and they did what they had to do. And of course, Atlanta had a fantastic day on offense as well, but at the end of the day, who won the game? The Bengals did. Of course, one could argue that Atlanta is missing 3 of their top defenders, and that's part of the reason they give up 37 points. But at the same time, you got to deal with injuries every year. Every team has to do it. So there is such a thing as next man up. And unfortunately for them, that didn't really work out in their favor. Plus, Vic Beasley getting injured and being in and out of the lineup throughout the game didn't help. But again, next man up. Got to stop that offense somehow. Now, if I know Dan Quinn, and I don't, because I've never met him and I've never interviewed him or anything like that, but I do know he's a defensive coach and he is going to address these issues on defense because that never sits well with a defensive head coach. Trust me, changes will be made.